17, 19.
Olympics don't count, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, gosh, if you put it that way, it feels really good. It feels really good. But you know what? Every single individual year feels like its own journey. So I don't know that I think a lot of this in context of that kind of huge story. I think it really in the sense of the season. And I've had some wobbles here and there. I've had some races that I'm not particularly proud of. So, or, you know, that I look at and I say, that should have gone better. So I'm really proud to make it to the final and have such strong showings in the first and second round.
How does running full flat the day off the prelim? How do you feel?
I feel really good. I was really, really pleased to look up and see how fast it was, because after Sergey really took it, I never looked at the clock again, and I just said, just be top 5. And so I looked up and I thought, man, I'm as fit as I thought I was.
I mean, can you compare your fitness sort of to previous years when you won medals and titles?
You know what? I think I'm right there. You know, I broke 4 earlier this year. I had a few races that weren't perfect, but you know, we really tried to time this year differently. So there are things that I can't directly perfectly compare. But as far as the lead up, I feel like I'm in as good a shape as I've ever been. You know, there's a few workouts that I say, man, there are years where I ran them better, but then I have a day like today where I say I never ran a semi in 4 flats. So it all kind of shakes out to me feeling like I'm in as good a shape as ever.
Is this different having 3 rounds in 4 days versus 3 and 5?
I love it. I mean, I don't know how other people feel, but you know, it's a high level to take your emotions and your physical preparation to, and so I kind of like knocking out the 2 days back to back.
So we just spoke to Craig, and he talked about the comments you made, and he felt hurt by them. He said that you had breakfast with him the other day, and that I think the quote was that Jenny's just brutal. The camera gets on and she gets on a high horse. I guess I'm wondering, do you regret anything he said?
You know, I totally appreciate that this is a tense thing, especially for people that feel even closer to it than I am. You know, I mean, I have some distance, and that's fair for Craig to feel that way, that I have some distance from probably a lot of what he's experiencing, but I don't want to speak for him. What I would say is that there's a difference between having a cloud of suspicion and having a conviction. And that's where we stand today. This isn't me speculating and me saying, oh, I wonder if somebody's dirty. You know, USADA has a very thorough and long process, and I trust them as they go through that system of determining that somebody deserves a ban. My understanding is it's pretty hard to convict somebody and get a ban. And so if they've reached that point, I trust that they reached it with an incredible amount of evidence. So I'm not on a high horse in the sense of pointing fingers and making a determination on my own. I'm speaking out against a very long, difficult, arduous process to prove that somebody cheated. And listen, where we are today is a physical contest. It's not a chemistry lab. And so you take the joy out of seeing who's the best when you cheat. And I really am here to see who's the best from everything that's already within them.
In that regard, are you comfortable racing Sapan Hassan in the final, knowing that her coach, up until the ban, was Alberto Salazar?
Yeah, and I feel that it's important that athletes sense that the rules are there for a reason. And so if I feel like the rules are there for a reason, people should follow them, I think I should too. And so if the rules say that she's allowed to be here and she's allowed to race, then I'm happy to race her.
Are you, it seems like you're still friendly with Craig, so are you able to have a dividing line between the friendship that you have, not just with him, with other people, while simultaneously also insinuating or directly stating that they shouldn't be training with who they're training with?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I would be happy to have a conversation with Craig. I have no personal hard feelings, but I also don't take back anything I said. And so, like I said, I mean, this is tense and it's difficult. There's a lot of pent-up feelings. I've been in this situation before, and the fruit of Alberto's labor is around here, and you know a tree by the fruit that it bears, and so they're connected. And so I just think it's a tense time. It's difficult. I don't mean to personally, you know, make any one individual athlete feel like I'm pointing the finger at them. Like I said in my interview yesterday, which may or may not have been put up, that I'm not the jury and judge of the individual athlete. I'm speaking towards a conviction that USADA has taken a long time to determine and come to. All right. Thanks, guys.